I didn't quit smoking because I wanted to be healthy. I quit because I realized I was being lied to by myself. I stopped trying to be strong and started performing an audit on my own life. For years, I told myself the same stories. This cigarette helps me relax. A few drinks are just what I need to unwind after a long week. These were my truths, my rituals. But one day, I decided to stop just repeating the lines and actually check the receipts. I became an auditor of my own habits. It started with a cigarette. I was standing outside, puffing away, and instead of letting my mind drift, I forced it to pay attention. I asked myself, what is this right now? It wasn't some grand philosophical question. It was practical. What is the flavor in my mouth at this exact moment? It's not great, kind of ashy. How does my body feel? My heart is beating a little faster than it should be. Is this feeling truly a reward, or does it feel more like a chore I'm performing for a chemical master? That single question changed everything. It was no longer about willpower or fighting a craving. It was about data collection. I started doing this with every cigarette. A mid-smoke audit. I'd be halfway through and ask, am I enjoying this? Truly? More often than not, the honest answer was no. The first drag might have given a little hit of relief, but the rest was just automated behavior. A habit I was performing because the script said so. Then I applied the same logic to alcohol. I wasn't a heavy drinker, but I enjoyed a social buzz. Or so I thought. The next time I had a hangover, I didn't just suffer through it. I documented it. I did the hangover math. I asked myself, was the 2-hour blur from last night worth the 10-hour fog of today? I thought about the pounding headache, the queasy stomach, the low-grade anxiety, and the complete lack of productivity. When I laid out the costs against the benefits, the numbers didn't lie. It was a terrible deal. I was paying a 10-hour price for a 2-hour rental on feeling slightly less awkward at a party. This is the core of the auditor mindset. You stop seeing these habits as forbidden pleasures you have to resist. Instead, you see them as transactions. And once your internal data consistently shows a net loss, a different part of you takes over. It's not the willpower warrior. It's the no man. Think about it. There are two ways to live your life. There's the yes man and the no man. The yes man lives with an external locus of control. He reacts to his environment. He's a leaf in the wind. My friends are all drinking, so I guess I'm drinking. I'm stressed from work, so I need a smoke. Everyone is going out. I don't want to miss out, so I'll go even though I'm exhausted. His choices are dictated by outside pressures, social cues, and fleeting emotional whims. He says yes to almost everything, not because he wants to, but because he feels like he has to. Then there's the no man. The no man operates from an internal locus of control. He acts on his environment. He is the wind. When faced with stress, he sees it, acknowledges it, but then says, I see the stress, but I refuse the poison because I know it doesn't actually solve the stress. It just puts it on pause and adds a new problem. When his friends are drinking, he can be there, enjoy the company, and simply say, no, thanks, I'm good. His no isn't aggressive or judgmental. It's a simple statement of fact based on his own internal audit. He's looked at the deal, run the numbers, and is politely declining a bad offer. When you shift to this mindset, you're not quitting something good. You're not depriving yourself. You're simply declining a bad deal. You wouldn't buy a product that you knew was defective and overpriced, would you? So why would you consume something when your own personal data shows it costs you more than it gives you? The decision to not smoke or not drink stops being a moment-to-moment struggle and becomes a simple, logical conclusion. The craving might still show up, but now you have a new response. Instead of fighting it, you can look at it and say, ah, right, I've run the numbers on that deal. It's a net loss. No, thank you. It's calm, it's rational, it's final. And the most beautiful part of this auditor mindset is that it scales. It doesn't just work for major addictions. It applies to everything in your daily life. Let's call it the dishes principle. I used to hate doing the dishes. I'd leave them in the sink, telling myself I was too tired and that tomorrow me could handle it. I was being a yes man to my own laziness. But what was the result? Tomorrow me would wake up, walk into the kitchen, and the very first thing he'd face was a problem. A messy, crusty problem that immediately put him in a hole and soured the start of his day. So I started auditing it. What's the cost of washing the dishes right now? 5, maybe 10 minutes of mild annoyance. What's the cost of not washing them? A guaranteed negative start to the next day, a dirtier kitchen, and a feeling of being behind before I've even had my coffee. The math is obvious. The 10 minutes of effort tonight is a fantastic investment for a clean slate tomorrow. So now, I'm not washing the dishes because I have to. I'm washing them because I refuse to let tomorrow me start his day at a disadvantage. I'm making a conscious, audited choice to set myself up for success. I'm acting on my environment, not just reacting to it. This applies everywhere. Procrastinating on a work project? You're not just delaying the work. You're saying yes to a future filled with more stress and a higher chance of failure. Choosing to scroll on your phone instead of going to bed. You're not just relaxing. You're auditing the transaction and realizing you're trading 30 minutes of cheap dopamine for 8 hours of poor sleep and a day of grogginess. Becoming the auditor of your own life means you stop being a passenger. You get in the driver's seat. You don't need superhuman willpower. You just need a little bit of honesty and a willingness to ask the right questions. What is this costing me? What am I truly getting out of it? Is this a good deal? When you start looking at your life, your habits, and your choices through this lens, you'll be amazed at how many bad deals you've been accepting without question. And you'll discover that saying no isn't about restriction. It's the ultimate form of freedom. It's the freedom to choose what's genuinely best for you, based not on what you're told to want, but on what your own data proves is worth having. Start today. Pick one small thing. Your next coffee, the next time you feel like procrastinating, the next snack you reach for. Don't fight it. Just audit it. Ask the questions. Be honest with the answers. You might be surprised by what you find. Thanks for watching. If this idea resonates with you, give this video a like and subscribe for more. I'd love to hear about the first thing you're going to audit in the comments below. See you next time.